I said, I'll die here or I'll succeed here. I'm not going back.
Hey guys, in this video with Mohammed Qissi, we're going to talk about the time he and his best friend at the time, Jean-Claude Van Damme, went to Hollywood to pursue their dreams. It was not smooth sailing. In fact, all their plans just kind of fell apart. It was not a good thing, but it made for an interesting story. So if you like this kind of content, please help support the channel. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share this video. Before we get into that amazing story, though, I want to point out a great supplement company that helped me recently get in the best shape of my life. Check out my Instagram, Viking Samurai. You can see some cool pictures and videos of my recent beach vacation. But these products work. For anyone who's not into lifting, if they just want overall health and in lifting, you got to get their Opti Greens. This is great for your gut health, your immunity, and everything else. Click the link to find out more about First Form. I highly recommend that. In fact, I can actually help you guys get in the best shape of your lives too. Check out my new Facebook group. I can even be an advisor, but I want to do it through the app that this company has because it basically gives you all this information. You could calculate your calories, do all this, has great training programs, and I can advise you through it and even help you more. Anyway, click the link, find out more about that, join the Facebook group, and I'm actually going to help Tong Po, Mohammed Qissi, get back into fighting shape. If you want more info on that, you got to click this video. Make sure to watch our last video. He's going to get back into fighting shape and have a potential match against none other than Don the Dragon Wilson. But again, you gotta watch this video and you will see why. Regardless, it's great for anybody to get in the shape, whether it's me for a vacation, whether it's Mohammed for a potential match against Don Wilson, whether it's you because you want to look amazing on the beach or just in your regular life when you get out of the shower.
So basically, nobody thought we're believing in us. We have American people who cannot succeed in movies. You, two little Belgium guy going to Hollywood, you're dreaming, okay? Anyway, we follow our passion, and we one day took that plane for Hollywood.
Yeah.
So when we took that plane, it has a stop in New York, but we had to stay in the plane for Hollywood, Los Angeles. And what happened there, you had the older couple behind us. And that woman was watching that black bag and looking at us, watching at the black, looking at us. And Jean-Claude looked at her. And then he looks at me. What happened with this? Why is she looking at me? I said to him, look in front of you and forget about her. Moments after, just a few seconds after, you look at her, keep on looking at that bag, and he does this. Boom! I say, Jean-Claude, what are you doing? Yeah, and then I look at that woman. She starts to sweat. I mean, and then she keeps on looking even more at the bag at us, and then he goes, boom, boom. I said, fuck, what are you doing, Jean-Claude? I mean, come on. We even didn't arrive to America and to Hollywood. You want us to be expelled already? I mean, what? Arriving in New York, two big guys coming. Please follow us.
Don't worry.
And then, excuse me, we follow us. I say, no, Los Angeles. We could speak in English, a few little words. Mm-hmm. We're going to Hollywood. Out. Then I look at Jean-Claude and I say to him, j'espère que t'es content. I hope you're happy. So we go down in the airport of New York.
America.
And then they look at the bag, look at our luggage, they look at our clothing, they look at everything. And then you are okay. And the plane, the plane is gone. What?
Left.
The plane, I said, oh my God. And then I was pissed. And then I say, I was just trying to, my life is like that. I try always when I see something negative in my life, to turn it positive. I always try to do that. And then I say, okay, we know Tyrone, we know that guy who told us to come, so we have some money. Let's get the ticket, another ticket. We will have help there. Let's just go. Let's just do it. So we bought another ticket.
That's crazy. You had to buy another ticket? They should have just gave you the next flight.
We had to buy another ticket.
Wow, what a scam.
Also, we couldn't speak very good, so we didn't know really, I mean, how to defend ourselves. And, we just, very rare somebody speaks in French there in America, especially at that time. So anyway, we take another plane and we arrive to Los Angeles. Once we arrive there, Jean-Claude looks at that number of Tyrone Polk, doesn't find it. Then he gets the guy who was coming at home in Belgium, in Brussels, and then we call him, the guy who said, Beverly Hills, I have everything, you just come until you get some job, some work. So we called him.
Mm-hmm.
And we called him, hey, how are you doing? In French. Oui, comment ça va? Oui. He was happy, he was nice. Then he said, hey, how are you doing? I said, we are in Los Angeles. We wanted to make a surprise, right? He said, what? Yeah, we are in the airport. We are in the airport of Los Angeles. Clack.
Wow.
Jean-Claude and I went, what the fuck is going on?
Oh, man.
Then we had some change, and we those phone booth, remember? Those black booth. And then we call again, and then we call again, nothing.
Wait, ghosted you. Wow.
Then Jean-Claude goes, try to see that phone of Tyrone Polk he met. He lost it. He didn't have it anymore. So Jean-Claude said, let's go back. We have our return. Let's just go back. I mean, this guy really did bad to us. He said he will have a home. No, we don't have that kind of money to take the hotel and all that. Let's go. Let's just go back. I said, what? Yeah, let's go back. We have our return ticket.
Mm-hmm.
I said, I'll die here or I'll succeed here. I'm not going back. I'm going back because Jean-Claude opened a little bit his mouth there in Brussels, saying, we're going to go to Hollywood doing movies, we're doing it. Fuck, I was like, and I just think if you only were quiet, now we're going to go back, everybody's going to laugh at our face.
Yourself. Yeah, sure.
I'm not going back. And then I paid my ticket, and then of course I didn't want him to go back and to be alone. So I was saying to him, I was trying to find a solution. So I said, Jean-Claude, you know what? Remember the series, TV series, Hawaii 5-0? I said, yeah. I mean, look at us. Remember those Palmeraie, and the beach, the sun, because in Brussels, most of the time it's gray, it's not sunny, it's don't have any Palmeraie there. I mean, I said, of course, beautiful girls. That I got his attention.
Yeah, okay, he wants to stay now.
So I said, I mean, my God, we came here. I mean, we'll live in the paradise. I said, let's live on the beach, under the tree, under the Palmeraie, and then we swim. And my God, the bus, you have buses here. We'll take the bus for very little money. We go there. And let's just have a good time. We arrived here, and we'll find a solution. And then later on, we can always come back. I just say like that, at least we arrived here. It's too bad just to go back like that. Let's enjoy ourselves a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we did. And then when we were on the beach, Santa Monica, and Venice Beach, I said, oh, you were right, brother. I loved it. And those beautiful girls coming in, and then the beach, the sun, and then we swim. And then it was like a summertime. So in Los Angeles, summertime it's sunny.
Oh, sure.
Anyway, but at the end, it gets cold. at the night, nighttime,
sure.
it gets cold. So I remember we were like starting to dance, him and I, because ants come inside our pants, it's like, oh, we were like in a place where you have plenty of ants. So he start there. Doctor start to insult, say, we should have gone back. Look, we're full of ants now. Anyway, we slept, and what wakes up was the sun, because we slept late. We couldn't really sleep at first. Then time start to warm up, and then we start to sleep. And then I remember we were like starving, but no money. So what are we going to do? So we saw like a Safeway. I remember like a big place. Safeway, right? Safeway.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, nice little grocery store. Yeah.
Big grocery store. So we go in, and we smell chicken. Those chicken they roasted?
The rotisseries, sure.
Yes. And I don't know what they did in those chicken, but the smell was so good, spice, some great spice. So it's like we were like following that smell, we just wanted to eat. And then we see all those chicken, like going. I said, I look at Jean-Claude look at me, and I said, man, you know what? I took a little 25 cents. Let's see who's going to start to eat, and the other one will have to see and check. Okay? For like that, we don't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I won. I said, go check. I'm taking the chicken. So I go get the chicken. It was so hot, I remember, but I was so hungry.
Oh.
I put it up, and then I start to eat. And then Jean-Claude comes to me. I say, keep watching. I didn't finish my half. So I keep eating my half. And then I say, here's your half. So I start to watch, but then you have those windows really dark, and I'm sure they were having fun because they see us, After that, we put the bones behind those little baby napkins. Those napkins, wet napkins, baby?
Oh, yeah, sure. Baby wipes,
So
yeah.
we put the bones behind, and we take the napkin, wet napkin, we clean our hand, we put it all there. So, and then what happened is we go to the cashier, and like that we don't come out empty. We just see the people, in the tapis roulant, the place where they put their food, good, plenty, each one have a lot of merchandise, a lot of things they put, and we put just a chewing gum. So you see like so many stuff in front of us and so many stuff behind us, and we had a chewing gum, right? And then suddenly a black hand, like was like an African security guy, big guy, with the bones and with the towel, that Kleenex we used, we opened up. And he said, he looked at us and he said, you forgot your chicken. And we look at him, a huge guy, right? We look at Jean-Claude, look at me. Jean-Claude say, in French, right? T'as mangé le poulet? Did you eat the chicken? I said, oh, I didn't eat the chicken. And I said, did you eat it? And he says, no. And the guy started to be upset, right? He said, follow me. We follow him to the office. Then he shows us a video, a TV, right? And then he says, is that you? And then we look at the screen. We look at the screen and we say, yes, that's us. So basically, I had to tell him the truth. And I said to the guy from A to Z what happened. Mm-hmm. And then it was sad for us, I have to say. And he said, I have a big family home. I don't have space. But I just were afraid. He calls the police, and our dream, our passion will go out the window, and then we'll have to go back. Because, if they catch you, it's very difficult for someone who did something bad to come back.
That would have been bad.
So anyway, he let us go. So we were happy. So when he let us go, we left. And then we start to look nighttime start to go down, then suddenly we see a name of like kickboxing gym,
Mm-hmm.
and then we go there, and then a guy come out ready to close as he was finished. I explained him also the best I could what happened to us. Finally, he let us in a place to stay. He said, I'm going to close, but tomorrow morning I come early. Of course, the guy doesn't know us. He has like gloves, he has plenty things there. He's afraid, of course, we take that. So he closed behind us. Said, no problem, we'll just sleep because we don't want any more ants. We had enough ants like that. Anyway, once we were in, I look at the place, smelling. The mirror were dirty, the shower dirty, toilet dirty. I mean, everything was dirty. Even like spider web, the corners.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was dirty dojo, dirty gym.
Show me one spot on the floor without birching on it.
So it was like little windows, those little windows open like this, So I opened everything for the smell. Say, Jean-Claude, let's clean the place. And I know you didn't want to clean the shower and the toilet, right? So I said, I'll take care of the shower. Just clean the window, the mirror. So we start to clean everything, the corner, the web spider, the ring, everything, le vestiaire. Day after, when he came in the morning, the guy came in. Good thing we find like stall, we find like, Javel, things to clean. We find that there. And goodness. And then when he came in, wow, the guy was very happy. And he says, if you want to stay a few more nights, no problem. So after that, we said, can we just please train a little bit, use the bag and train? You do kickboxing? We said, a little bit. We did that all our life.
Yeah.
And then he says, okay, yeah, of course, no problem. So I start to work. Jean-Claude start to work. The guy was so fucking impressed, I was like, bam, 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 bam. I was like hitting, and he was like hitting with the legs, bam, bam. It was like very, very impressed. He said, my God, that's a little bit, he said. We said, listen, we need some teachers. We need some people to train, because I was working also with the power, for Jean-Claude, with his legs. He was also taking the power for me to hit, and then basically he said, I have. That was our first job. That was our first job.
That worked out.
So that worked out pretty well. And then, unfortunately, they had some problem. The people he was renting, and then they said they want to demolish, to do a big, with level apartments and sale. Because it was just a little gym, and there they had like levels. So anyway, the guy sold it to like someone from the real estate, and then. Was very tough for us, very, very tough, brother. From 82 to 86, we really struggled.
In the next video, we are going to hear all about that struggle. Like, we all know about the success. We all know the amazing films that Van Damme and Qissi did together. But it took them years before they did anything. So what happened during that time?
You got me curious.
You got me curious.